Buying a new pedal encompasses much more than just sticking it onto a pedal board. Sometimes it's like learning a new language, having to grapple with the internal logic of its vocabulary, grammar, and syntax. That certainly was my experience with the IK Multimedia Tonex One, and I'll show you exactly what to expect from unboxing, updating the firmware, and integrating it onto a pedal board. Disclaimer, I bought these Tonex Ones with my own money, so I have no sponsorship obligations. This video isn't going to be a technical rundown of what Tonex is, which many other excellent videos touch on. My goal is to showcase its onboarding process. If it's too troublesome or complicated for you, at least it wasn't from first-hand experience where you're out of pocket and then having to sell the pedal yourself. Step 1. Unboxing. IK's marketing department obviously spent money on this packaging. There's a lot of technical detail on the back for you to read if you were browsing in the shop. No time wasted fumbling through your phone's web browser trying to find a specification. Don't get too attached to it though. If you're the kind who loves to keep boxes in pristine condition for reselling or collection purposes, you're going to be disappointed. The outer sleeve is so tightly packed around the box that you need to tear the packaging off. Opening the box, the pedal is tightly seated inside with a USB-C cable and a very important piece of paper. Don't throw it away. It contains the serial number to register your Tonex One. Registration is mandatory to access the pedal and manage presets. Step 2. Registration and updating. The Tonex One physical pedal is just half of the equation, if not less than the full Tonex experience. There's a lot going on with the software side, and this is where it can get complicated. First off, you need to download the IK Product Manager, which will help you register your pedals. You will have to create an account with IK Multimedia, which can be a bummer, but it's a necessary evil. Remember the slip of paper? With your Tonex pedal connected, the Product Manager helps with registration. If you perform it successfully, you'll get an email from IK for every pedal you've registered. To double check, you can log into your account on IK's website and see your registered gear. A cautionary word. There have been situations where a pedal can be locked and registration is impossible because the serial number has been used by someone else. If you bought this secondhand, contact the seller and ask him to deregister his pedal from his account so the serial number is freed up. If this happens with a brand new pedal, raise a support ticket with IK and be patient as the process can reportedly be lengthy. With your pedal registered, it's time to download Tonex SE, which becomes free to download. The software comes as a standalone program as well as a plugin. We'll be focusing on the standalone program as that will help us update the pedal firmware as well as tweak and transfer presets. Here, you want to prepare your pedal for updating. Even though the pedal can be bus powered, which is a handy feature, I strongly recommend an external power supply so that there's less possibility of the pedal disconnecting halfway through an update. Once installed, open Tonex and you should encounter an update required nag screen, which will guide you through the update procedure. But if not, click on the Librarian tab, find the cog wheel next to your connected pedal and select Firmware Update. I think this is the pedal with the fastest firmware update process, as you will see from this real-time footage. Hey guys, Editor Justin here. It's late January 2025. As of this recording, Tonex has announced that they are introducing a brand new editor that is going to have real-time editing as you tweak parameters on the Tonex software. So this information might be outdated in a couple of weeks' time, I don't know. But that gives us the opportunity to explore the new editor in due time. So watch out for that video when it comes out. And now you're ready to edit and transfer presets onto the pedal. Step 3. Editing and transferring presets. Welcome to the Tonex Editor. This is the software that will allow you to load your presets from your computer onto your Tonex One. Take note, I did use a very important word, presets. Let's be very clear about terminology. The preset is what we are using to transfer data from the computer to the Tonex Ones, not the tone model. The tone model is just a small part of the preset. So we're going to be managing presets in order to transfer the sounds that we want. It can be a bit confusing, so follow this workflow very closely and I'm sure you'll be up and running in no time. Make sure you're running the latest versions of the Tonex software as well as the firmware on your Tonex Ones. Step 1, let's move sounds that you've downloaded into the Tonex library. First is to click on Tone Model and second is to click on ToneNet Downloads. This is where you will be able to see what you've downloaded. Once you have the sounds that you want, click and drag into the window and you'll see that this is loaded up here. I have an AC30 and a Tweed Pro. Again, you cannot transfer these directly to the Tonex pedal. You need to transfer presets. So here's what you're going to do. On your presets browser, you're going to have all the presets that are available on your Tonex One. You don't need to worry about that at all. What you need to do is to make sure that when you click on this symbol here to save, you have a default. Now you're going to change a few details here. I suggest typing in default. Choosing a location, create a new folder, and this is the folder that all your presets that you're managing between your Tonex One and your laptop are going to reside. I've already created a folder, so I'm not going to do it again. Once you've created your own folder, you can see that the presets are much more manageable. It's not like a whole big list. Click on your default preset that you just created and then head over to the tone model side. And now you can click on any of these tone models here and it will load into the preset. I'm going to go with the AC30 from Worship Guitar Sound. I'm going to save this. I'm going to call this WGS AC30. Make sure the location's into your personal folder. Click Save. And now you see that this preset is loaded up here. Repeat this process if you have two Tonexes and you want to run stereo. So again, click on the default preset, load up the second tone model that you want. You can add effects and disable effects if you want to. I'm not going to do that. Click on the save button and under preset name, change this to whatever you want it to. So this is going to be the Tweed. And now you've got these two presets here waiting to be transferred to your Tonex One. Next, click on the Librarian tab and you will see that your Tonex One is loaded up. I've already loaded a preset before, but this time I'm going to have something else here. I'm going to load up the AC30 in the second position. Next up, I'm going to load, this is my second Tonex. I'm going to load it in the orange. Overwrite. And now, when I press my pedal, I can choose between two different Fender sounds. It's not so straightforward, but this is the workflow that is the easiest to get presets from your Tonex library into your Tonex One. Step 4, Pedalboard integration. Where you place your Tonex One is going to be a matter of personal taste, but as a worship player where all pedals are front-loading the amp, having it at the end of the signal path is going to be the most logical placement. A pro tip, since you're going to be spending time transferring presets to the Tonex pedal, you want to have the USB ports in an accessible location. In my case, with two Tonex One pedals, having them at the lower left corner made the most sense. This placement avoids having a situation where I need to get USB-C extenders. If you've made it this far, congratulations! You've mastered everything you need to know to get your Tonex One rig up and running. Today's tones are courtesy of Sunday Tone and Worship Guitar Sound. Do check them out on their socials and download links to their Tonex captures and presets will be available in the description box and pinned comment. For those of you who haven't bought into Tonex, has this video persuaded or dissuaded you from diving into the ecosystem? Existing Tonex users, did I leave out any tips and tricks that makes navigating the ecosystem easier? Let me know in the comments below. If you found value in this video, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and check out this playlist where I'll be posting future Tonex content. Interested in the Boss MS3 that's the cornerstone of this rig? I have another video exploring its capabilities in detail. See you there.